This week in writing, we learned how to write different types of poems. Also today, you're doing Science Outside. Also, we did the hour of code. I did a basketball coding game. We also did the mannequin challenge. Have a great weekend.
This week we learned about poems, like acrostic poems. We also started doing science. We also did the mannequin challenge.
Have a good weekend.
We did hour of code. I sorta hacked sheep in the Minecraft one. We also did the mannequin challenge in poetry. Now this paper will self-destruct.
Go ahead.
This week we did poetry, and we also did hour of code and science. I went to the Coding Express and I played Dragon Dash for coding. We also did the mannequin challenge. Bye.
We did hour of code. We also watched 2 videos about Maddie Stefanik. He writes poetry, and we are almost done learning about poetry.
This week we had science. We were learning about making observations. Today we will go outside and learn how to make observations. We also did hour of code. I coded a lot of games like Minecraft and Flappy Bird, and we're also starting to do poetry. We learned about Maddie Stepanek, and this was a fun week.
This week we did poems, similes, dynamias, metaphors, and acrostic. We also did hour of code, and we had our first science lesson, which I was super excited about. We got a video about Maddie Stefanik, I think that's how you say it, Poetry Bingo, and we actually tried the mannequin challenge.
We did an hour of code. It was really fun. We also started a lesson about poetry. Another thing that we did was the mannequin challenge. It was really fun too. Have a nice weekend.
We did the mannequin challenge, hour of code. I only got like 20 minutes, so I made a Ice Age game. We did poet stuff too, and we started Poetry Bingo. And it's Mason's birthday. Have a good week.
This week we started our poetry unit and hour of code. We also are going outside to observe wildlife. We also did the mannequin challenge, which is where you have to stay still while somebody videotapes you. And if you move, then it's not really a challenge anymore.
It's a fail.
Yeah.
We were doing poetry, and a couple days ago we did hour of code. It was so fun. I played Flappy Bird and I totally hacked it. It was awesome.
This week was an awesome week. In writing, our unit is poetry. We are learning acrostic, automatopoeia, similes, and metaphors. We also did an hour of code. We made games on it. That was really fun. And snack, we did the American challenge. And that was our crazy awesome week. This week was amazing. Today is my birthday. We started doing poems and writing, and I got picked up early on Thursday to get my grandpa from the airport. Have a nice weekend.
Okay, go ahead.
This week we started poetry with similes and metaphors. Also started science and did observations. And at snack we did the mannequin challenge. And that's what we did
This week we did Hour of Code. That was really fun. We did Poetry Ringo this week too.
I heard something my first one. You need to write down what you see, and then what you smell, and then what you hear, and then what you feel. It's not just sounds like, oh, I see stuff black.
This week went by fast. We did poetry and writing. We started science for the first time this year. That was fun. We also learned about Maddie Stepanek, a young poet around our age. Well, anyway, have a good week.
Started Hour of Code and we watched a video of Maddie Stepanek. He's a poet who inspired us to write poets, and yeah. We are doing poetry. We did 1 hour of code. We also did poetry bingo.
We did poetry and mannequin challenge. We also learned about a poet named Maddie Stepanek, and we also did Hour of Code. This week we did poetry, Ringo, and we did Hour of Code.
Oh, that's a great question. So I've been here for 1 year, and the company has been here for only 3 years, and that's pretty young, right? Can you think of like a 3-year-old? Yeah. So I've only been here for 1 year, but I've lived in California for about 8, helping companies get started. So people who had great ideas, they got started. Do you guys know what Yelp is? Have you ever heard of Yelp? Yeah. I've helped with that company to start as well.
And what's your longest code? Like, what games do you work on to help with the code?
So I've never written code before, believe it or not. Yeah, I don't do the coding. We have 2 engineers who have done that. And I bet their code has been pretty long that they've done. Actually, John, the guy who started it, he was 6 years old when he taught himself how to code, and then he coded Codable. A lot of the word code. Yeah, so you can teach yourself really young, but I never got the chance to learn like you guys did. So I'm here to help your teachers learn how to teach you to code, because we've never had any experience before.